On TV. Good idea, and glad to have you. Thank you very much. Thanks, folks. Welcome to the show. My name is David Letterman. We come to you on the NBC television network, a subsidiary of RCA, where we bring good things to living. We bring good things to life. Thank you so much. RCA yesterday was taken over, merged, they're calling it a merger. It was one of those gun-to-the-head mergers, ladies and gentlemen, by the friendly folks at GE, whose slogan, of course, is, "We bring good things to life." Coincidentally, the slogan was also, "We bring good things to life" for the Frankenstein Labs years ago, and they... and this morning they announced their first joint project. RCA and GE are combining their efforts now to introduce the first, it's going to be the first picture tube that burns out in 6 weeks. So we're all... The chairman of the board was negotiating with RCA, and he says, so how much do you want? And they said $6 billion, and the guy says, how much without Punky Brewster? We have one more of these, and the chairman of the board of General Electric was asked how things will be different now that they have taken over RCA, and he said, well, perhaps now B. Arthur will start returning my calls. So... Whoa. What the hell happened there? I don't... how do you feel about this deal?
I'm thrilled about it.
No, you're not. You hate it. You hate it.
I heard today that GE originally owned RCA.
We don't care. We don't want to be taken over by GE. What are these knuckleheads going to do when they get in here?
Well, they're going to just, you know...
No, they won't. Look, this is the way I look at it. They're wimps, all right? Listen to this. RCA brought you compatible color television. The first network to broadcast in color was NBC. RCA also brought you the video disc. All right, we'll let them have it. They developed stereo TV. You know what GE developed? The toaster oven. Oh, you like that? Oh. Here's our good friend, Paul Schaefer. Paul, say hello to the folks. Washers and dryers?
Thanks so much. Thanks a lot, everybody. Well, you know, there's some bad things, but there's some good things. It's the holiday season.
It is the holiday season.
You know how thrilled I get around the holidays.
You enjoy the holidays?
Hate the holidays. Can't stand them.
Are you going to do your singing tribute for the holidays again?
Every year I do. Should I do it?
All right, let's do it now.
Well, every year I kind of get a little bit nostalgic and reminisce, and I reminisce a little bit about Cher's Christmas special of about 15 years ago. When at the end of a whole hour worth of comedy and nuttiness, she decided to go straight at the end and sing "Oh Holy Night" very reverently and almost religiously.
An annual tradition for us, Paul Schaefer.
Always bring it back.
As Cher doing "Oh Holy Night."
And it was a very beautiful scene, and the snow was falling, and the piano was playing ding, 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 ding. And
Cher singing "Oh Holy Night."
Oh, holy night.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The stars so brightly shining on. That's just kind of, you know. That's what the holidays mean to me. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You know, we're introducing a brand new development here on our program tonight. Of course, we have the Skycam, which I think that's the reason GE took over RCA, was to get into that Skycam technology. So tonight we're going to be introducing a new application of the Skycam. It's called the Guest Cam. It's a lightweight camera mounted directly on the head of the person to be interviewed. The camera itself weighs 3 ounces, not including the hat. I think the guest has to provide his own hat, by the way. There is a power pack utility belt which weighs 12 ounces, and it runs off a 12-volt battery. So our first guest tonight, Tom Hanks, has consented to be part of this historic experiment. I have here a list of things that RCA developed versus a list of things GE developed. GE developed floodlights. dishwashers, push buttons. Yeah, we're in good hands now. It's Thursday night, kids, so that means one thing and one thing only. It's time for us to answer our voluminous viewer mail. Let's get right to it, shall we? Paul, do you have music for viewer mail again?
I'm working on some original theme for viewer mail. I'll have it probably by the new year.
By the new year?
Yeah.
We may not be here by the new year with this takeover. Just a little something, a little arpeggio or... That's an arpeggio? Wasn't he the mouse on the old Ed Sullivan show? Yeah, whatever. Letter number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Dear Dave, I pattern my life after you. Is that wise? Sincerely, Ron Brown, Pickering, Ontario. Yeah, Ron, I guess it's okay as long as you skip the prison years. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that sound effect, I'm gonna bet was activated by a GE push button. They invented the push button. Letter number 2, Dear Dave, it is very boring waiting online to get in to see your program. Could you do something about it? Sincerely. Could you do something about it? Sincerely, Elisa Rothenberg from Cedarhurst. Elisa, it's obviously a problem, but seriously, we're working to correct it. And if you're coming to see the show next month, be sure to get one of these right here. It's a calendar of events for people in the late-night ticket line. Let me show you what we have here. For the January 6th and January 7th, Roger Mudd will be pricing your antiques and collectibles. And January 8th and January 9th, we'll have CPR training for you folks in line. January 13th, you'll get a glimpse of Gene Shalit. So come early, stay late. You'll be glad you did. On the 14th, oh, this is good, a pancake supper served by Bayside High School Parents Club. Oh, January 15th is Las Vegas night. January 16th is the Green Cross Workshop on Boating Courtesy. And then the last 2 weeks in the month of January, Robert Goulet will be down there entertaining you. So... We bring good things to living. We bring good things to life.
I think maybe we should all recite that.
All right, let's do it now.
Okay.
We bring good things to living. We bring good things to life. They had some guy in a garage for 2 decades working on the push button.
Yeah.
Dear Dave, letter number 3 begins, you have the most provocative hands on television. Have you ever considered doing a sensuous poster of them? Patty Burns, Rochester, New York. Gee, this is kind of embarrassing, Patty, but you'll be glad to learn that there's a whole series of posters featuring my hands. Hal, show the folks some of those posters in that series, if you will, please. Okay, that's our director, Hal Gurney in there. That's very nice. Oh, the waterfall in the hand, yeah. And then the birds soaring, a cloudless sky. Oh, this is nice, kind of a horizon and a sunset. Looks like Chicago there in the distance. Oh, a couple of lovers there by the ocean. And finally one for winter. No.
I think those were more sensual.
More sensual than
rather
sensuous?
Than sensuous, yeah.
Probably so. What would be the difference exactly?
Difference between?
Yeah.
I'm in terrible trouble.
Since you brought it up.
I don't know. Let's just do the show.
Do you suppose anybody involved in the big GE takeover has ever seen this show?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Suppose they'll be watching now?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they'll hear about this.
Yeah. Well, you got some cartoons or something? What, letter number 4. No kidding, you invented the push button? This is a line for a guy in a bar, isn't it? Yeah, I worked with GE on the development of that push button. You know, in the old days, you had to throw a switch. Now you just push a button. Dear Dave, I have written over 50 letters to Late Night. Where are they? April Stopa. Tom's Rivers, New Jersey. You know, gee, April, I'm sorry to hear about this. I don't know what happened. Of course, all of the mail we receive here is read, and of course, it's all answered, and I don't think there's any reason that your letters were ignored. Hi, it's Jimmy Fitzgerald, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Jimmy.
Is that letter from April Stopa?
April Stopa, yeah, right here. This is from April Stopa.
Great. Can I have it?
Oh.
You've been waiting for it.
Oh, you've been waiting for it. Sure. I'm sorry. Go help
Thank
yourself.
you very much.
Jimmy Fitzgerald waiting for the letter from April Stopa.
I got it, Tommy.
Well, let's put it under there.
That's perfect. Let's play. Come on. Okay. Okay. Yeah. kind of a pleasant surprise, wasn't it? Okay, I believe we're now up to letter number 5. Let me just take one more look at this list of GE products. Let's see. No. Wait a minute. Doorbell. GE invented the doorbell. Kind of a companion piece to the push button. The doorbell and the push button. They're now running the company. You know, not too long after we came up with that button thing, well, one of the guys had kind of a nutty notion about hooking a bell to it. Bing bong. Yeah, we did that. Somebody at the door.
Someone at the door. No.
Right here. Get some blazers made up. This will be nice, won't it? The people who brought you the push button and the doorbell. Thank you. Letter number 5 begins, Dear Mr. Letterman, in the past, my friends and I have enjoyed your show greatly. Paul Schaefer, oh, Paul. Paul Schaefer, it says here, is not my favorite, but that's life. Ooh. In the future, I would like to see you shoot things with a high-powered rifle. Well, I don't think we can do that. I would also like to see Will Lee's bass guitar, apparently shattered into 17 pieces, and also shatter Paul Schaefer's glasses. Sincerely yours, Brad Bates. This is a hostile letter, and Brad, thanks for telling us all about it. I think we might be able to accommodate at least one of these requests. Paul, Brad here says that you're not one of his favorites. How do you feel about something like that?
Oh, that little wuss. I wish I could get my hands on him right now. That kind of thing gets me so mad.
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. Settle down, Paul.
Huh?
Okay.
Right.
That concludes this installment. All right. Put everything on top of your TV. One more. How are we doing? Oh, we're running terribly late. Tom Hanks is here. Very, very funny gentleman. He'll also be testing the new guest cam. Marv Albert is here, and fine comedian John Mendoza. We'll be right back, folks. Told me last week. What is
Christmas Baby,
That's very
Please
nice.
Come Home. Isn't that a cute
Very
song?
nice. Originally by whom?
Recorded by Darlene Love on the Phil Spector Christmas album.
Very nice. What
Written
year?
by Ellie Greenwich, Phil Spector, 1963.
Oh, great. Sounds terrific.
Kind of a seasonal thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's a very exciting night for us, folks. We have selected my first guest, and he has consented to test a revolutionary technological addition to this program. It's the late night Skycam, kind of a spin-off. I'm sorry, the guest cam, kind of a spin-off of the Skycam. Now, this man is a terrific actor. He's currently in the building to host this week's Saturday Night Live. Please say hello to Tom Hanks. Here he is. Thank you very much. Right there. That looks, you know, the nice thing about this, you don't look like a minor.
No, I think the main thing going for it is it's so damn fashionable.
Now, is it an encumbrance? Does it feel uncomfortable? Is it heavy?
Dave, I feel like I'm just taking a walk in the park.
Uh-huh.
And I think this is a fascinating opportunity for our guests at home to imagine themselves as a guest on the David
Now
Letterman
they can pretend
show.
that they're right here in the chair.
That's right. They can take out the sound and put in just about anything they wanted to.
Yeah.
And you know, it's great to see as many people showing up here as they did.
That's a lovely shot.
Paul, I'm telling you right now, you are too much. I mean that. You're solid. You're an okay kind of guy. You're fabulous, and I love
Thank you,
the
Tom.
whole band.
This is the kind of thing that would be perfect for undercover work. No one would ever know that they were on
I would
television.
think so. I wonder if you could also get like a traffic radar thing set up so you can always wear that on your head and see how fast things move as you walk past.
Another good idea. Another terrific idea.
So. I think so. Listen, could you do me just one favor?
Yeah.
It's really such a treat for me to be like this and instigating something as monumental as the guest.
You're
cam.
in the beginning of history here.
Yeah, I know. Could you just get a picture of me in this? It's going to mean so much. It's 400-speed film, so it won't need a
Okay,
flash
where's
or
the,
anything like that. Oh, right, the red button.
The
Could you just get
button?
that?
It's a push
Yeah.
button, isn't it, Tom?
Yes, it is. Sounds like gun.
Once again, we
Yes,
can thank
indeed.
the friendly folks at GE for the miracle of the push button. Oh, Howard!
Oh, how nice.
All right, Tom Hanks making some history here.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And you're quite a guy to help us out. You can't,
What provocative hands
you can't
those
really
are.
see too
Well,
well.
see, now, this is the big dilemma, is if you could carry around your own monitor, you can know what you're actually seeing.
Is this fun for you to be back in town this time of year? It must be very exciting. You're doing the show Saturday night, and they lighted the tree earlier this
Yes,
week.
they did.
And,
Well, I made the mistake of thinking they were lighting the tree for me, because that was the day I
Yeah,
got here,
no,
which
see.
was kind of confusing. I said, geez, all these people. I just stuck my head out the 17th floor and said, watch on Sunday, your Saturday. Thanks for coming. A lot of fans. How stupid do I look in this thing?
no, you look all right. Look at it.
Oh, there's the guest cam on the sky cam. Was that up there? Can we see
can
that?
we see that?
Let's
I
get
don't
a...
know if
This is what the sky cam
There's
looks
from the sky cam. And there's the guest cam looking at the sky cam. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen.
It's really an amazing thing.
Yeah, you look like an outpatient who's had some kind of sort of revolutionary cranial surgery.
Well, I lost my motor skills at some point, and I needed electronical help. And
Would you like to take it off and put it over there, or do you want to continue?
yes, I would.
All right, I think you can just put it right over into that chair.
Now we can have a... Now, look,
Are you wired up back there?
see, this is...
Yeah.
Oh, just that's fine.
Jeez. Well. My God, what a...
We might need a little bigger lens on this.
Here's another rare opportunity for home viewers, I think. Here.
Let's not even name this one,
No,
shall we?
no.
No cam here.
You know, the last time you were here, you were doing a film in this city.
Yeah, I did. I was doing a film called The Money Pit with Shelley Long that was originally going to be released nationwide tomorrow.
Yeah. And?
Well, we put it together and took a look at it. And
Oh, no.
Dang, there were some things that just didn't make any sense at all.
Is that right?
No, we're just, it's a very funny movie, and we're just tightening up the beginning a little bit.
So when can we look to the date for the release of this?
It'll be out sometime in March, I believe, like the 21st.
And what is it about? Give us a hint as to what we're going to see when we go to
It's
this.
essentially about Shelley Long and I buy a house that no one should buy ever because we attempt to renovate it, and of
A
course
real fixer-upper.
all hell breaks. Yeah, a fixer-upper for about $300,000 the way those things go.
Yeah.
And, we attempt to fix up the house, and wackiness ensues. It's
Some
a
kind
very
of
funny movie.
involved in some kind of an explosion.
There are thousands of explosions, and it's a fascinating way to make a movie. To say, you come into work and say, what are we doing? Oh, today, Tom, the wall explodes in your face. Okay, fine. So they put you on a mark, and they say, now, these fiery red-hot shards of, say, linoleum are going to be flying off this wall probably about 367,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
In your direction. It doesn't hurt. It'll feel like you're being pelted with popcorn, no more than that. That's okay, fine. That's great. It's fine. And then just as about we're ready to roll, you turn around and to say, am I on my mark? And you see that every member of the crew is wearing a blue plastic face shield.
Yeah.
And I'm there essentially wearing shorts and a T-shirt. It brings an element of danger to it, and that's the hardest kind of acting job to do.
Oh, yeah.
To stand in front of a wall that you know is going to explode at you and pretend that you don't know it's going to explode at you. You know it is.
Sure.
and you say, okay, and you hear, okay, well, the fuse is lit. Okay, Tom, you know, the fuse is lit. Okay. You know, it's a horrifying.
Clear the area.
Oh, that's it. You know, they go whoop, whoop, whoop.
And so did it go up, and obviously you weren't harmed?
No, the scars have healed. They were very good about the plastic surgery and what. No,
Yeah.
there was never any danger at all. It was a lot of fun, but it's just.
Now, who directed this film?
Richard Benjamin directed
Yeah.
this. Who directed My Favorite Year as well as Racing.
Now,
with the Moon.
is this the one that also features Jackie Gleason, or is that another one?
No, this is a totally different film.
Hey, you're making so many films.
I
How
make
many have you
movies-
made here?
Here?
No, not
Oh,
here,
I mean,
but since you started making them.
4 in a row because I thought a long time ago, what I want to do is have a movie in every other theater in America.
Yeah, that's
at one
the spirit.
point in time.
Good for you. All right, well, let's do a commercial. I want to
Fine,
talk to you
sure.
about Jackie Gleason when we come back. Put the guest cam on again.
Oh, you
Tom.
bet.
Terrific. Thanks for being part of history. We'll be right back here, folks. We'll be right back here. Welcome back to the show. Tom Hanks is here. Marv Albert is also here. John Mendoza is here. Now, tell me about Jackie Gleason. What film was this?
Oh, I'm going to remove the
Take the
guest
hat
cam,
off for
if I
right
may,
now.
just for another
the
moment.
Guest cam. Yeah.
Oh, earthquake! Yeah, this was like this was an incredible thing to make a movie with. You know, we could get in a 2-shot here, Dave.
We could actually send the crew home, couldn't we?
Make your own TV show. This was something that was really amazing, an opportunity to make a movie with Jackie Gleason.
What was the film?
It's called Nothing in Common. We made it in Chicago and in Los Angeles, and essentially it's about a family and them getting back together. It's very funny and also very bittersweet at times, too. And there is an immediate, there's 3 immediate sensations that you get when you find out you're going to be working with Jackie Gleason.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, of course, is, Jackie Gleason! It's nothing but excitement. Then the second, of course, is, oh my God, I'm going to be working with Jackie Gleason.
Right.
What are you going to say? And then the third is, well, okay, well, the jerk better know his lines. That's the, no, I'm only, of course.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. But it was, he plays my father in the movie, and it was so difficult not to meet him for the first time and say, hey, Jackie! Whoa! Move on, that Trixie. She's really upset. It's very hard to do that. And I made the conscious decision before the movie began that I was not going to be one of these little mosquito-like actors who hangs around and tries to ask him questions about, when you did the Chef of the Future episode, did you just make that up?
Yeah.
I mean, did you just make it up? How do you know, so I just waited and waited until he would drop the bon mots of the past, of course, which I wanted to hear. He and his very lovely wife, Marilyn.
Did you strike up an actual friendship or an acquaintanceship?
Absolutely. He was very professional. He's a very courteous man. And I must say that he is I kind of basking in the renaissance that he very much deserves to be going through right now.
Well, that's an incredible thing when you stop and think about what they did when they originally did that television program and what has happened
And
since.
most people don't realize that The Honeymooners was not just a half-hour show, because it is now. It was a part of a huge, big variety show thing that was going on.
Well, there were 2 versions of it. And I think the first version was part of the hour-long variety show. And they did as an extended sketch in the variety show. And then later, I think it was its own half-hour show for a while. And then I think it went back to the...
Well, all I remember is on KBHK Channel 44 every night that I was going through junior high school. So, back in San Francisco. So I watched a lot. But it was, you know, it's like, gee, this was Jackie Gleason. And on top of this, Eva Marie Saint played my mom in the piece. So it was like, it was a dream come true, folks. And thanks for your empathy.
So, are you having a good holiday so far?
It's a real joyous thing. Saturday Night Live is a great treat. We're working very hard upstairs, and there are a bunch of rock'em sock'em kids up there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, we're happy you could spare a few minutes to come down here and not only be on the show, but take part in broadcasting history.
It is a piece of broadcasting history, and I'm glad that it's now here for the General Electric Corporation as opposed to somebody else.
Yeah, the stock will soar now.
Yeah. We beat them all to the punch.
You want to slip it on and exit with it?
Yeah, I think so, just to give everybody an idea what it's like to
actually
lead
make
this
that long
David
walk.
Letterman show.
Ladies and
So here we
gentlemen,
go.
the legendary Tom Hanks. Tom, good luck to you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye. Take care.
second annual Holiday Film Festival is playing in prime time.
It's called A Television Miracle.
That's right.
Starring Michael J. Fox, Terry Garr, Diane Sawyer, Jonathan Winters, and more. It's David Letterman's second annual Holiday Film Festival.
We're going to have a bitchin' party, guys.
Hey, we still have more of a fine show in progress here tonight. You'll see Marv Albert, Mr. NBC Sports, and a very funny gentleman, John Mendoza, will be joining us in this half hour. Monday, now, is this a real show or is this a repeat? This is a great show. These come to us from the home office in Milwaukee. Tonight's category, ladies and gentlemen, top 10 cartoon heroes or skin eruptions. Here we go. Number 10, He-Man. Number 9, Blister. 8, Skeletor. 7, Pustule. 6, Carbuncle. 5, Voltron. 4, Gumboil. 3, The Transformers. 2, Johnny Sacco. A tie at number 1, Pox and He-Man's sister, She-Ra. Watch yourself, Kevin. Oh, darn. Okay. They invented the push button, ladies and gentlemen. As we mentioned earlier, General Electric has come forward with a record $6 billion in cash to buy RCA and NBC. It's an historic moment and something of an uncertain one. Here now with a message to our viewers and to GE is the network's president and chief executive officer, Mr. Grant Tinker. Grant?
Thanks, Tom. And hello, everybody. I'm Grant Tinker, chairman of NBC, a division of the RCA company. Well, you've all seen the papers. New York Post, GE buys RCA. USA Today, big new merger, GE and RCA. The Daily News, man falls off roof, cop is accused. No, I'm sorry, it's down here. GE agrees to buy RCA. Well, don't be alarmed. NBC will continue to provide quality programming. And by the way, there's no truth to the rumor that we'll be replacing Kit, the car on Knight Rider, with a GE talking refrigerator. But seriously, I'd like to say welcome aboard to the people of General Electric. I, for one, am glad you're here. Things at NBC may seem a little disorganized. You're a big corporation. You'll be coming in with a lot of real accountants, many of them college graduates. You may be surprised by our informal accounting methods. You see, at RCA, we're not so much a company as a family. And sometimes a family borrows money from itself without any written receipts. You wouldn't call that stealing. General Electric, I ask only for your patience and understanding. Sure, you can fire me, but that wouldn't bring the money back. If somebody has to get the sack, fire Tartikoff. Take the boy. He's still young. Me, I wouldn't last 2 weeks in prison. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Okay. Oh, right below that. Mr. NBC Sports, Marv. Folks, my next guest is the distinguished voice of the New York Knicks, the New York Rangers, and a reporter for NBC Sports, one of the wisest and wealthiest men in his field. Please say hello to Marv Albert.
Yes, sir. All right, Marv. Nice to see you. Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, what do you got there, buddy?
Well, this past Sunday, during the Jets-Buffalo game.
Jets-Buffalo game.
NBC Sports executives taking care of their play-by-play men and color commentators at all times, sparing no expense. Unveiled, and this was the debut. This was bigger than stereo, Dave.
This is a beauty.
A official NBC Sports parka, as you can see.
You look more like a sport in that, Marv.
That's right. They'll be storming the
what
NBC
does this garment
store
go
downstairs.
for now? Oh, that's nice. That's not. That's a real stuff.
You know, it's
isn't
nice,
it?
deep pockets.
Yeah.
You know,
Deep
in fact,
pockets.
this is.
You can't do a game without deep
No,
pockets,
this is,
can you?
This is Bob Greasy's. I'm having borrowed, and you can keep all, you know, stapler, ruler, hockey puck.
Marv, let's go to the tape and no, what else? All right,
Greasy
that's good.
carries
Okay. GE owns this.
Yeah, I heard.
Pretty exciting. The tape, what do we got?
Right.
Another
More.
storehouse, a treasure trove.
Yes, of the Wild and Wacky.
Wild and
The
Wacky.
past month, as compiled by your regular luncheon partner, producer Dave Katz, who once again worked on this very carefully.
All right.
What we call the Albert Achievement Awards, and I guess we're set.
Ready to go. It's exciting.
Does
Hang
it
on
matter
to
if I
something.
do it with this jacket?
No,
You
please
don't-
do.
You don't care.
Be like in the booth.
All right, we open with the incredible from Indiana high school football. You've seen game-winning touchdowns before. This one exceptional, a game winner on the desperation pass. So Brownsburg High School beats Hobart High in the final seconds. Now watch this, the aftermath. It starts slowly, and here they come. Now to basketball hotshots, John Paxson of the Chicago Bulls with the off-balance fling at the buzzer. Michael Cooper of the LA Lakers does it from half court with a bomb. Now how about this nifty halftime show featuring the Dixie Daredevils? In the world of hockey, Tom Laidlaw of the Rangers with a crunching move on Al Iafrate of Toronto. Here is the punch-out of the month. Dwight Schofield of the Caps with a first-round TKO of Craig Cox of Vancouver. And Dale Howardchuk of Winnipeg saying, take a seat, and he took one too. Most graceful moments this past month. Intercepted pass by way of the deflection off a teammate's helmet. Here's the round mound of rebound. Charles Barkley of the Sixers give him a 9.5. The Phoenix Suns mascot, the gorilla, obviously with an identity crisis. Back to basketball. Larry Bird with the pass, and it goes through the legs of Tree Rollins, but the shot is missed. Here's Jay Vincent of Dallas with a pass to no one. And this will not improve the shooting percentages of the Philadelphia 76ers, although it does help their offensive rebounding stats. Nice teamwork here. Mike Richardson of the Nets with a pass to the face of Buck Williams. To the unusual Ben Wilson of the Chicago Blackhawks with the carom shot, Willie Moscone style, and it goes right in. And here's a new one for us, a St. Louis Blues player using a teammate as a tissue. Now, if that wasn't embarrassing enough, Robert Reed of Houston, attempted jump shot, nice try. Ken Bannister of the Knicks on the jump ball attempt. And to the world of play-by-play broadcasters, the Detroit Pistons announcers in their on-camera received the unexpected. And watch this between periods interview attempt at a Boston Bruins game. Not a welcome visitor.
Yeah. Good job. Nice bunch. You have any thoughts now? We're a couple of weeks after the fact about Ahmad Rashad's wedding proposal on network television.
The widely over-publicized and controversial.
Got a lot of coverage.
Well, this week I'm doing the Washington-Cincinnati game in Washington, and I'm not sure whether we'll do it during the on-camera open or at halftime, but I will have a dramatic announcement concerning the date of my son's bar mitzvah.
All right, Mark. What a guy. What about Cooney Spinks? Well, by the way, what was that deal in that bar in Pennsylvania with Jerry Cooney and those guys?
A little mix-up with his
A
bodyguard.
mix-up. It was a mix-up,
I'm not
Marv?
defending
A
anyone.
guy gets punched out. It was a mix-up?
Well, I understand one of the bodyguards was TKO'd.
Two
yes.
quick rights to the head, and he was down.
In fact, you know, the president of the IBF, a fellow by the name of Bob Lee, which would sanction a heavyweight championship fight between Spinks and Cooney, and had been reluctant to sanction Cooney because he hasn't fought, now is reconsidering. He's saying this particular brawl will go down on Cooney's record.
So that's a win.
Yeah, well, it's a W. You pick it up where you can.
Yeah, okay. Marv Albert, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you. Nice to see the Parker.